If you're a sportsman or an outdoorsman and you ever wanted to record your through the scope footage, then you need this. This is the digital scoping adapter by Starboosa. So it's going to come in this nice package, and inside you're going to have everything you need in order to get started to record your footage. Now, the purpose of this adapter is to be able to attach your phone and record what you see through the rifle scope itself. So you are going to get an instruction manual which is going to show you how to set things up, but I'll do a quick walkthrough here for you. So what you have here is you actually have the tube that is going to go over the eyepiece. Now, this one is generally going to be for up to, I believe, 48 millimeters. However, it is in instructions. So what you'd have to do is loosen these up. So then you'd be able to slide this on over. Then you'd be able to attach it in place in order to center it. Oops. I need to learn my righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Now, this is actually a good opportunity because, so for example, this is an Athlon Chronos, so it's a $1,500 scope. You don't want to damage it. So all of these screws that are going to tighten it in place, they are nylon. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Then what you would do is actually use your phone adapter, and then that's going to screw on right into here. So with the phone adapter, you would loosen it up in order to fit your phone, and it does become fairly loose. If you have a very wide phone, I would say it's possible that you might have to loosen up your, you might have to take it out of your case, but you can slide your phone in, and what you want to do is, special issue here, what you're going to want to do is line this up with the camera that you are going to be using. Now you have plenty of movement in here, so you can line it up. Now the one thing is, so actually let me do this, tighten it up, okay, and you can tighten this up here for your phone. So that the phone is going to be nice and tight. Now, everything here that touches your phone, you're not going to be able to scratch it up. Everything is rubber, and you have nice neoprene coating on the insides. Then, once you have it set up for your phone, you just be able to screw it on. And easier this way. And I'll show you another way to do this. Okay, so once it's in place, you'll be able to go into your camera app and you'll be able to record right through there. Now, the alternative way that you can do is loosen these up, and you'll be able to rotate this to whichever way you would need to. An alternative is, let me loosen this up even further. An alternative is tighten everything here and verify, and then just slide this over your scope as it's mounted. Because if anything gets loose, it's going to make it that much more difficult in order to get through the scope footage. So let's say, for example, if this was mounted, we have the phone, it is this way, then I would just slide it in, and you would just need to make micro adjustments on the length, because the scopes, every scope is going to have different eye relief, which is basically how far you need to get out. And most scopes, they're going to be between 3 to 4 inches of eye relief, and that's what you have here on the tube. Once again, if you're not getting full through the scope footage, you might need to adjust the depth of this. Now, once again, if this was mounted to a firearm, it would be a lot easier than doing it this way. Overall, for the value, this is a really good value. Can you expect like amazing results? No, because you still have a lot of things going on here. And the only thing that I would caution on is if you have a newer phone, such as an iPhone, which is going to have let me remove this. If you have a newer phone, such as an iPhone, where you're going to have multiple cameras, so it looks like there's 3 cameras and then multiple sensors. When you go into the camera app, oftentimes what's going to happen is as you get closer, or depending on the image, it's going to automatically switch cameras. So you want to have manual control, or use an older phone, let's say for example like this Android, where I still have 3 different cameras. However, you choose which camera you want to use in the app, and then it's not going to switch cameras, and it's going to prevent you a lot of headaches. And that's one of the things that it did notice in the reviews. Otherwise, very good adapter for what it is, and it's going to be good for most rifle scopes. Like I said, if your scope has very short eye relief or has a very shallow eye box, you might have issues. But once again, that's not an issue with the adapter, that's an issue between the scope, or oftentimes an issue with your phone and not being able to select the proper camera. So that is the Starboosa scope adapter.